Amigos, during horror nights, the park is open from 6:30 to 2 a.m. every night. But if you get here closer to opening, you may have the opportunity to decide what house do I want to go to. Some of the IP houses, they may say like 45, 50, 60 minutes, and maybe you hop in line for those because you know later in the night they're going to get really busy. But when you get here early, some of those original houses are like 10, 15 minutes long, so you could just knock them out.
This year, San Francisco is home to Enter the Blumhouse. This is a phenomenal use of the space, amigos. There are stages throughout San Francisco where you can get up and personal with characters from the Purge franchise, Freaky, Megan, the Blackphone, the Happy Death Day franchise. This is the best set design and character interaction I've ever seen in the San Francisco Scare Zone. Traditionally, this scare zone has been forgettable, which I get. There's not a lot of space, but this year I love this scare zone. So this is the same scare zone on the same night, but in the evening. As you can see, everybody's having a blast taking pictures with the characters. They're so interactive. They're so real. Like, I feel like I'm in the movies. I love this scare zone. And unlike other scare zones, like the characters, they actually want to pose with you here. They're not gonna just walk away. You can see Megan doing her dance. She's doing her thing. I love it. I love this scare zone. Unfortunately, the rain did come in pretty hard, especially with Hurricane Milton. I think it's gonna hit us like in 2 days. So the characters had to be escorted off the stage, which I get. They move very quickly, so it is a safety hazard. But the characters did come back, and they didn't miss a beat. The ambiance, the fog, how you can see Freaky, the Blackphone projected on the buildings. This is just a really special scare zone. A great area to just kind of hang out and experience it as a whole.
I think they randomly got a size.
Once the rain subsided, all the characters came back out. You can see the character attendant. She has towels in her hand. That's because they wanted to make sure the stage was as dry as possible before any of the characters came back out. Prior to this week, it's been pretty miserable at HHN in terms of weather. We're talking about upper 80s, high humidity. But tonight, amigos, the high was only 72 degrees. So it actually feels like fall here at Florida. And I think that's why everybody, including the attendees and the scare actors, they're in great spirits because they crushed it tonight. As a whole, Enter the Blumhouse is a phenomenal photo op zone. I think the fans have been asking for photo ops where the characters want to pose with the attendees. So I would say 5 out of 5, top scare zone at HHN this year. Heck, I would say top scare zone in San Francisco of all time. If I had to rank the Blumhouse franchises, I would say Megan is probably the most popular character. I didn't care for the film, but I love the character interaction, not just this year, but last year. If you remember over in Central Park, you had the Megan flash mob, which happened like at random. It wasn't an official scare zone. It was sort of like a pop-up. So I would say Megan's definitely a fan favorite. And if you know Blumhouse, if you know Universal, if you're listening, I bet they're going to do some sort of sequel because the fans love Megan. Just remember, the enter the Blumhouse scare zone, it's small, right? It's gonna feel cramped, especially when everyone is trying to take advantage of the photo opportunities. So just be patient, be kind. Once you take your photo, let the person behind you, let them go in and enjoy the experience. Next up, we have Tortured Fair. This is the biggest scare zone at Halloween Horror Nights. It's located in New York, right across from the Jimmy Fallon Experience. It's also home to the Tribute Store this year. So amigos, remember that Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays are considered non-peak nights. So we arrived here right as the gates opened at 6:30.
Yeah.
We were able to knock out an IP with only a 30-minute wait.
Yes. It said 50, but it was only 30.
The characters in this scare zone are all free roaming, so there's tons of jump scares and the interactions are really special. Unfortunately, amigos, this is probably my least favorite scare zone this year. The scare actors, they bring it every night. But the storytelling, the set props, the costume design this year, they just feel kind of average. Which is unfortunate because in the past, this scare zone has been top notch. It's been home to Zombieland, Vamp 69, Sweet's Candy Factory, The Purge, The Walking Dead. At night, the ambience is incredible. And with the fog coming in, especially on a cooler night like today, it's really special. But overall, amigos, probably not Universal's best. I'm sorry to say this, but still a good experience. Make sure you check out all 5 scare zones because every scare zone brings something unique. It brings something special to the event. This scare actor was very fast. I felt like she had really sharp movements. Like, way to go, scare actor. You crushed it. Look at her move. She's so fast.
Goblin's Feast, which made us so hungry we're gonna have a feast of our own. But I gotta tell you, that area back in the back, it's like they just paved new pavement and it is hot. It is like hot and gross. That line, it sucks. Like, you can walk back for Goblin's Feast or for the monsters, and it's like choose thy fate when you get back there. But thy fate is like hot or like hot. So the real MVP of Horror Nights, amigos, were those standing fans, let me tell you. The Korean corn dog is always my favorite. I like it better at Universal than like the legit Korean corn dog stores. This year, it's a bit spicy because I'm pretty sure that's like hot Cheeto dust.
It's a ghost pepper.
Oh my God. I'm gonna need to drink a lot of water. But this is something I look forward to every year, is wherever they put it. Like last year was the Cordyceps dog, and this year is the Ghostbusters dog. I don't know if that's the name, the Slimer corn dog.
You can get it in New York, right?
You get it in the New York area, and it's always so crunchy, and it alternates between hot dog and mozzarella cheese and hot dog and mozzarella cheese. And it never disappoints. Like I said, I think this is better than any Korean hot dog place that I've ever been to. But I'm excited because we've already done 3 houses tonight. 2 IP houses. And the third was Major Suites, which to us is like kind of spectacular. So I'm thinking Sunday night is the way to go. The waits have been reasonable. Like, we don't really like to wait more than an hour for anything because we want to make sure we enjoy our nights. But everything has been like 40 minutes. Okay, I gotta eat more of this.
Amigos, that's a wrap. Halloween Horror Nights 2024. I don't know what's gonna happen this week. The hurricane is supposed to hit on Wednesday or Thursday. Maybe they'll shut down the park. Stay tuned, stay safe, and I'll see you later.